The vegetarian sausage is nicely flavoured.
Welcome to WatchMojo UK, and today we're going to be counting down our picks for the top 10 cringe Piers Morgan moments.
Anyway, the bag of snow up in Scotland. And she was like, you will do that, Tom, or we're finished.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're going to be looking at the times Piers made a fool of himself on TV. But we want to know, do you love or hate Piers? What do you think is his most cringy moment? Let us know in the comments below. Number 10, the birthday card. Sometimes Piers gets a little too comfortable at the Good Morning Britain table, almost forgetting where he is. In one of his usual celebrity name drop moments, Piers brings up a birthday card he received from former football player Vinnie Jones, and he lets the audience know exactly what it said.
It says, happy birthday, you total legend. And in smaller writing, I meant total Thanks, Vinnie.
It certainly doesn't take an expert to know that you can't swear on morning television, but Piers turns it into a big fuss about people getting too easily offended.
Are we still getting offended by stuff? Even despite everything else, haven't we learnt that we can have a laugh?
But things only get worse when he segues into a reggae dance. The classic double cringe.
Let's have a bit of reggae music.
You don't look 55, Piers, but you probably did once.
That's it.
Number 9, dancing. Okay, we're not sure if this one's intentional or not. Either way, on multiple occasions, Piers has put viewers through watching his dancing skills. Suffice to say, he's no Anton de Beck. The two that made our skin crawl the most, though, were the ones for his rating boost celebration on GMB.
Come on, everyone, we're celebrating! We're not! The ratings are the highest they've ever been!
And that one time he appeared with the Loose Women, talking about how his morning routine includes getting out of the shower and listening to In Da Club by 50 Cent. Whether he knows how bad his dad moves are or not, it's painful stuff. Number 8, the Alan Sugar interview.
I was the star of the biggest show on American television. A year before I appeared on your pathetic.
I know you.
This one will make your skin crawl from the moment you hit play. It's no secret that Lord Sugar and Piers have a contentious history, but it is on full display in this interview. While the initial cringe comes from having to sit through these two throwing insult after insult at each other like children, the cringe scale is pushed beyond the limits when Piers starts doing that fake laugh of his to save face.
So perhaps I wasn't the first to put you on British TV.
No matter how much you might love the guy, you have to admit you'd rather crawl through glass than listen to that forced chuckle.
I know you're not familiar with how interviews work. You ask a question, I then answer it.
Pot kettle.
I was actually...
Ooh, this is great stuff.
Number 7, grime artist Piers. Sometimes Piers' cringe bombs are short and sour. When gearing up for the weather report, Piers lets loose with this little quip.
Anyway, the bag of snow up in Scotland.
You should don't ever do that.
How does he do it?
Yeah.
It's clear he was attempting to do an impression of grime rapper Big Nasty.
Edinburgh, peak times, Highlands, a bag of snow.
But the joke falls absolutely flat with his co-hosts begging him to stop. It's a feeling that can only be described as embarrassing dad trying to be hip with the kids. And while it only lasts a few seconds, it makes you want to take a shower.
I sound like... who is it?
Don't.
You sound like an embarrassing dad.
Number 6, the sausage roll. Piers' ongoing feud with veganism has been home to many a cringy moment. But perhaps his most infamous comes when GMB tackled the topic of Greg's vegan sausage rolls.
I mean, they stink, right?
No,
for one,
they're delicious.
Right?
They're delicious, actually.
After months of hysteria over the product being released, they finally got some in the GMB studio, with Piers being the official taste tester. Now, we can understand not liking a certain snack, but his reaction to taking a single bite from it is so over the top and played out that it becomes really obvious that he's faking his reaction to the treat.
That's a good look, Piers.
Oh, my God.
Why would you
Why
do
would
that?
anyone eat this?
maybe he's scared he'd actually like it.
This is complete gastronomic appropriation.
Number 5. Piers and the Giant Peach. If we're being honest here, it often feels like Piers simply doesn't know how to talk to women. When throwing over to features correspondent Ranveer Singh, he makes this bizarre remark.
Ranveer looking like a giant orange or peach today. What's going on?
He tries to save face by explaining that it was a compliment, but there's really no mental gymnastics you can go through to come to that conclusion.
I'm not insulting you, I'm complimenting you.
It's just another instance of Piers needing to think before he speaks, because Ranveer looks absolutely mortified.
I've literally had a giant peach every morning for the last 10 days.
Number 4. The Devonshire Accent. Impressions on everybody's strong suits, but it doesn't stop some from trying. In this segment, Piers receives an email from someone requesting that Alex take part in an event in Devon.
I'm going to put the accent on as I read this tweet.
Uh-oh.
All right there, Alex Beresford TV. We thought your accents were great. Maybe you could do the voiceovers for our advert to support the local high street at Christmas in Exmouth, Devon.
He's quite clearly insulted at the idea of his co-worker doing an unpaid gig and proceeds to read the letter out with his best accent impression.
We don't have a budget, but I'm sure Piers Morgan can do the Pete Petals one. Don't know what that is. There's some of the videos come with it.
It is simply not good, and it keeps on going. You can tell the rest of the crew want the floor to open up and swallow them, but hey, at least it was better than his Taylor Swift impression.
And she was like, you will do that, Tom, or we're finished.
Number 3. TMI. What's in your top 5 things you never want to know about Piers Morgan? Probably his sex life, right? Well, too bad. When interviewing Pamela Anderson about her new book, which focuses on the sexual revolution, Piers gave us this little nugget of information.
Because the sexual revolution just gave us a lot of really bad sex, don't you think?
I've never had bad sex, wouldn't know.
Susanna is obviously distressed after hearing the news, and Pamela simply doesn't know how to react. And unfortunately for you, you're now imagining what he gets up to in the bedroom. Sorry about that.
Things you never thought you'd hear
Or wanted
on
to hear.
a network television programme at 7 minutes past 8 in the morning.
Enjoy your
Thank
Cheerios.
goodness some viewers are on +1.
We'll be back with Pamela after some news and weather.
Number 2. Flirty Piers. Hey, why stop there? Let's turn to the gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah, that would be really good. Yeah,
I was going to offer you a hot date.
Why, what are you doing?
Lorraine Kelly, beloved presenter of her self-titled show, often makes appearances on GMB since it's filmed in the same studio. But for some unknown reason, each and every time she appears on the show, Piers takes the opportunity to flirt with her. And it gets awkward.
Shoulder
Impromptu striptease there from Miss.
Oh, for goodness
That's
sake.
later. You know I don't do that in public.
It would be bad enough if it was just once, but it seems the two just can't resist the urge to chat each other up every time they share the screen. We're absolutely begging you two to get a bloody room.
I can sit in your face now.
You can go to bed with me every night now. What do you think?
Number 1, the intelligence test.
Well, I'm 2
weather?
feet away from 3 of the dimmest people in Britain. No, joking. Only joking.
Steady.
Only 2 of you, that. No. So we got 3 Love Island. Well, you basically lost, right, the 3 of you?
Over the years, Piers has made his feelings on the TV show Love Island abundantly clear, often mocking the contestants, and rightfully so, for being as dumb as a bag of rocks. However, just make sure that when you're trying to embarrass someone for not knowing something, that you know the answer yourself.
Do you know the
red.
Pythagoras theorem to the
I do
nearest
actually,
5
yeah.
decimal point?
3.147 is certainly the first 4 digits.
So,
Oh, no, that's pi!
Pythagoras theorem is triangle.
That's pi, not Pythagoras' theorem. You knew that, didn't you, Hayley?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When Piers started reading out pi instead of Pythagoras' theorem, any efforts he made of showing up the guests completely flipped right back at him, and he was left with nothing but sheer embarrassment.
You just showed yourself up,
Yeah.
Piers Morgan, on national television.
You know what? You know what's happened to me? I've just been mugged off, haven't I?
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo UK and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.